So the craft beer scene as a whole in the entire United States is getting, I don't want to say cluttered, but it's getting crowded a little bit. I don't think that's close to saturation. I don't feel that way like other people do. Denver in particular has a lot of breweries. They call this area, the Napa Valley of beer. And for good reason. There's like 50 breweries in Denver now. When we opened up 3 years ago, there was 10. My name is Jack Diebolt. I'm one of the owners of Diebolt Brewing Company, along with my father, Dan Diebolt. I started home brewing beer about a year before we ended up starting the business. But what's really interesting about the craft beer community, and it probably has to do with people leaving jobs they didn't like to do this, and it's their passion and they love it. Everybody's so excited to be creating a product that they previously couldn't and to offer that to other people. And they're very supportive and excited to help their fellow brewers, right? If I make really good beer, if Diebolt makes good beer, that doesn't just do good for us, it does good for the craft beer scene as a whole in Denver. If everybody makes good beer, then we start to create this area that's like, well, there's like a couple good breweries. No, Denver has, almost all of them are great breweries. So kind of in that spirit, say we run out of grain, we run out of hops, something like that. We have enough friends in the area that are close that we can call these guys up. Oh my gosh, I'm in a pinch. I ran out, I need 15 pounds of Cascade. And they're like, yeah, sure, come on over and get it real quick. We'll bag it up for you, be ready when you get there. And that stuff happens all the time, but collaborations happen all the time as well. And that's what I truly love, is it takes out the competitive nature, and it makes it about, hey, I want to learn something from you and you're going to teach me something, and then we're going to create this amazing product together. And it's not something that only we sit there and enjoy, it's something that we can offer up to everyone else so they enjoy it too. When we were looking to open up a brewery, we had quite a few different options. We knew that we wanted to be in close to neighborhoods, and we knew that we wanted to kind of be a cornerstone of a neighborhood at some point. So as we were looking around at a bunch of different spots, we stumbled upon this building twice, actually. It was the first building that came up on our search at the start of a 10-month journey, and it was the last one that we looked at the end of that 10 months. The price was right, the neighborhood was up and coming, there was a lot of potential in the area, and we realized that if we moved into this area at that point and really established ourselves, that we could see a neighborhood grow around us, not just move into a neighborhood that was already full-fledged.
Diebolt Brewery has great beer, great people, and games everywhere. It's fun.
Not only are we watching our business grow and other businesses grow up around us, but we're watching people grow up. We're seeing our customers have babies, we're seeing their family coming into town, so we really start to feel like part of the neighborhood.
The guys that work here are crazy but fun. And it's a good time. Come here, have a beer after work, and just relax.
I am a graphic designer. I started a project called Brew Lettered, where I go to different breweries in Denver, and I would actually sit and hand letter, draw the name of a beer while I'm drinking the beer. And then I met Jack, and then he really loved my artwork, so he asked me if I wanted to help them with their remodeling project. Which involved doing hand-lettered pieces for each beer that they have. So,
of course, we make tons of beers here, and you got to think up a name. And frankly, it's a lot harder to think up a good beer name than it is to come up with a good recipe. One of the first beers that we had on tap was an American wheat. It was a recipe my dad had been brewing forever. And so we named that after the neighborhood, Sunnyside. So it's our Sunnyside wheat. And then our pale ale, which is probably one of our most popular beers that we have, we've named for the street that we're on, Mariposa. And so we've got cornhole going on. It's a local KIFAC, cornhole league. We've had wedding receptions. We've had somebody get married in here. We've had everything under the sun that you could imagine happen within these walls. And that gives people a very special tie, but it's also very special to us as well.